How's it going, all you beautiful people? My name is Season Dragon, and welcome back to more Azur Lane. In the last episode, we took on Hard Mode for the first time and absolutely destroyed it. This episode, okay, thanks, game. This episode, before we get into anything, I do want to show some stuff off. I did quite a bit of farming off screen because there was some stuff I was just tired of, and I have something to show for it for once. Behold, I finally obtained Soryu and Arizona. I'll talk about them in a little bit, but for now I want to get everything right here out of the way at the start. There's that, and I've been doing a lot of commissions to make sure I get the levels for everybody going. Just left click to speed this up. Level 16. That's not high enough to be deployed on a team yet, unfortunately, so I'll have to do a few more things with them. It's annoying because it's kind of getting expensive on the oil. Running out fast. Actually, how much do I have at the moment? 2,400. That's the wrong button. 2,400. I go here, collect. Now I'm at 3,600. I should have enough for a bit. Do the same fleet as last time. Ready up. There goes 1,000 oil. And now for the classroom, since I'm doing a bit more there. For Queen Elizabeth's Queen's Orders. And Warspite's Divine Marksman. But now it's time to level up a different set of fleets, so I can talk about these two. Let's see, Soryu. Second Carrier Division. I want to keep their skills same level since they're like siblings and counterparts to each other, so it's better if they stay around the same levels, at least in my opinion. So it's not going to be doing too much this episode. I'll actually probably have time to talk about all three of the ships I've gotten. Head to the dorm. I see I've changed it up a little bit. I got rid of that San Diego stage, much to probably the pleasure of some of my viewers. And it's time to talk about my 3 new ships in the fleet. We're going to start off with first the solo one, Arizona. You are adorable and so very, very tragic. Anyway, Arizona. She's a decent battleship with an interesting ability, Eagle's Tears. At the start, when they fires a salvo, 50% chance to heal your vanguard for up to 10% of their maximum HP. She's an interesting enough battleship that focuses more on support over raw destructive power, which I can always respect. Don't know what to say about her. She's pretty good if you want a fleet that lasts a while, which I do. And now we move on to our first new carrier, Soryu. Hang on. I like how she peters off because it acts like I kind of don't care, but no, I'm kind of interested in all that. I like to learn like different games. Right now, anyway, Soryu. She's a decent carrier with semi-decent stats all around. But fleet carrier, when the ship launches an airstrike, increases the damage of your vanguard up to 15% for 8 seconds. Doesn't stack with itself. And second carrier division. When sorted with Hiryu, increase the ship's aviation by up to 35%. She's a pretty decent ship, and even better when paired with her sisters, Hiryu, which we'll talk about now. Hiryu. She exits unique skill. Final counter. Once for battle, when the ship is hit with an attack that would otherwise sink it, the ship survives, becomes invulnerable for 15 seconds, and launches an airstrike. Well, up to 15 seconds, and launches an airstrike. This skill is a terror in the PvP landscape of this game. It's aside, hey, I get to stay alive for a bit longer, do some more damage, okay? Screw you. And she has the second carrier division that Soryu has, and very similar stats. They're decent and very powerful sorted together. Anyway, since I actually have money, I can do one of these research projects for once. And before going to battle, I'm actually going to show off exercises. This is the game's PvP. Alright, you guessed it, PvP against people. I actually had a decent fleet for this. I'll probably just go with some of my stronger ships for now. So, not you, Taiho, and then Lexington. And for the front, Javelin, Prince Eugen in the front, and then San Diego. This, as I said, is the game's PvP, where you can go up against people and their fleets and try your best to take them on. This might be a bit of a rough battle since they have Enterprise right there, but I think I can take it on if I'm quick enough. I hit that, darn it. Now, in a second, I gotta reorganize my fleet. Renown. Lexington. Where's Taiho? Taiho! Then the front line. Eugen. Javelin. And San Diego. I did not deploy these guys, and I'll talk about it in a second. So let's just go into this battle, and yes, that's my formation. I want to attack with all this. This, unfortunately, is way more hands-off than it should be. It's just two auto AIs going up against each other. Which is why I paired up these three, because they have torpedoes. And the game's AI is notoriously bad at dodging torpedoes, and will often just run straight into them. Which is why I prefer to have characters with good torpedoes, so I can deal massive damage right off the bat. Now you can see, one of their ships is already down, and mine are doing perfectly fine. Now watch out, they're launching airstrikes rapidly. And she's activating her skill, which is very unfortunate. Fortunately, it looks like we're doing pretty well. Enterprise is just going to remain invincible for a bit, because she's a jerk. And there we go. Let's hope her airstrike doesn't recharge again. She gets her skill off to become invincible and just prolong the fight. Wow, Lexington. You just beautifully shot completely around her. First PvP battle, an easy win. Because it's just low-level opponents. This is, by the way, costs no oil, grants free EXP, and a whole bunch of other bonuses. Whether win or lose, same EXP. Wow. I have no words for this other than this is a Rage Cage. This is what a proper PvP team looks like, apparently. I would get destroyed if I tried that. This seems a little bit more generous. Ooh, that I won't win that either. I'll do a couple more PvP battles off screen, but for now I'm actually going to focus on doing another hard mode stage. I've done 1-1 and 1-2 on hard. So let's move on to 1-3 on hard. I gotta swap out my light carrier for something else. Unicorn. Centaur, I suppose. Average level 18, minus 40. Total firepower 70, minus 225. Average aviation, total aviation 70, minus 433. Should be fine. Only level 25, that's around Centaur's level, so I'll be fine. I just want to turn off auto combat, actually, because I'm playing. Am I even recording this? Yes, I am. Actually, I've already been going for almost 10 minutes, and I've really done nothing. Oh, well, I've had a lot to talk about at the start of this episode, and then PvP. Nice, nice, nice. 10 seconds. 10 seconds to clear that stage. That was pretty good. Don't worry, this will be the last filler episode for a bit. Tomorrow will be what I find. Well, it all depends on Soryu and Hiryu getting enough levels, but otherwise tomorrow should be when I take on 3-4, and then Friday will be another stream day. I think we all know what I'm streaming for, and I am already dreading it. If you don't know, I'll talk about it more tomorrow after I've done the events. I will actually start recording a bit longer episodes, because apparently those are good for the algorithm. And also there's a lot more I want to say in these episodes, and I do want to make them a little bit longer. Alright, so I haven't had the time to get all the thoughts I have. It's a tad bit frustrating, but whatever. I think the next thing should be the boss. Yep. Choice script fleet, so I have to do this 3 times. How frustrating. Alright. Boss fights are still going to be a bit harder than normal. Not too hard still, because my ships have very high levels, but otherwise, rock around a little bit more, just finish her off already, we can get going. Come on. Yeah, perfection. And some more retrofit parts, which are very nice for these kinds of things. Get 3 cubes off of that, add another bullet. I'm just gonna do like my normal 2 summons, even though I have more cubes, because I want to save time for tomorrow. We do 1 on special and 1 on heavy. That was an hour and a half, so I hesitate to say it's nothing too great, but it's nothing too high rarity, let's say instead. And then 1 on heavy, that's an hour and 40 minutes. Quick finish with them both, and London and Chicago. Nothing, like, overly amazing. London's not bad, per se. She's just not amazing either. I think I'm just gonna double retreat this just to not have to face the boss again, because that takes quite a bit of time. So take this fight, grab that special spot, then retreat and do 1 more battle, and then I'll be through with hard 1-3. I'm getting a lot of parts to retrofit battleships, but at the moment I think that the only battleship I can retrofit is Warspite, and that's going to be expensive as really frickin' expensive, and I don't even have the events for her events item. They need to finish retrofitting her. Same thing of San Diego, so I just sit here in massive pain. I just can't retrofit her at the moment, which is just painful to me. Hey, maybe I'll be like a cargo ship. Rude. Just L+1, so retreat. And go in 1 more time. This is a decent trick for someone who doesn't have too much time to waste on this, because he has a video to upload. I'm so amazed I could beat this crap in like 10 seconds. And at the same time, get nothing very good. Alright, I'm out. 3 stars. And technically, you have to beat flagships for it to count towards your attempts, so... Otherwise, this doesn't count towards your hard mode attempts. I'm gonna check to see if I can retrofit anything anymore, so I'll be back in a second. Making a pause here. And turns out I can't do any retrofits at the moment. Help me, please. Alright, hang on, let me look around a little bit here. Okay. It's 1-4 for carrier retrofit parts, which I need the most of right now, so I'll leave that for later. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do a few more exercises since we have the time. I've barely been going for 15 minutes. Oof, I'm gonna refresh to get some new opponents, because some of those people are nice and just want you to like win a few games. They have a crappy team like that. And then there are people who just want to wipe you out, and they have that. Also, here's the San Diego retrofit, which I'm kind of jealous of. Think which ones I can try for. I could try this, see if I could win. My fleet's fairly low level, but the torpedoes could definitely catch them off guard, so it's up in the air. I didn't realize, I didn't check that they had a Bismarck. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, you guys are already lasting way longer than the last ones did. It's like actually a fight for once. I've got a breakable shield, so I can play a bit more carelessly. Unfortunately, the AI doesn't understand that and just wants to sometimes keep it. Who died? Okay, looks like I lost Javelin. I'm about to lose San Diego. And his front line and part of his back line has been utterly decimated by that assault. Okay, that went about as well as expected. Oh! Wow. Okay, it's just his Luffy left at this point. Come on, we can do this. We can do this, people. She's healing gradually. Come on, just finish her off. It's already been supremely stressful. Ah, thank goodness, caught her with torpedoes. Man, that could have been very bad. But, hey, GG, we take those. By the way, you get merit from these, which can be used in a special shop known as the Merit Shop every single day. You can do up to 10 of these a day, which is kind of crazy. I'll probably do a lot of these uncut because they aren't too long and otherwise just a lot of fun to see. I can take this on pretty easily, I think. Actually, what's the other options? Troll Incarnates. Actually, kind of an interesting setup. And definitely not. I'm actually gonna take on this one because I like his setup a lot. I think it might be a fun one, even if it might be a little bit easier. Thankfully, a lot of those torpedoes or airstrikes you miss will go out and hit the enemy's backline, so... Otherwise... Just be noted of that and always try and... Well, it's not really anything, it's the AI. I wonder if I could commentate on this like an esports commentator. That's a good idea for if I ever stream this kind of thing. Wow, I just decimated their front line. Don't sleep on Taiho, apparently. Good lord, their backline just absolutely faded into oblivion. Also, she dealt a lot of damage. That's kind of insanity. Let's check out what all they have here. You could have just politely said you want to win, good sir. Interesting enough. A lot of carriers, a lot of airstrikes. Obviously trying to win. And way more powerful than me. I kind of like the airstrike central one because, hey, it actually gives you an excuse to use San Diego a bit more. Use those airstrikes. And we're back in the clock right here. They're just... yeah, I can't esports commentate because I'm not quick enough with my commentary to anything good. My brain doesn't work all that fast. Almost got one of them. There's part of their front line down. This did have part of their front line. I think I just intercepted their airstrike with one of my own. Perfect. Just finish off their Taiho and we can get out of here. Perfect. And more merits. How many have I done already? 4. How long have I been going? 21 minutes. I'll do like 1 or 2 more, then do the rest off recording. Yeah, no on that one. That'd be interesting for sure. Definitely not. Definitely not. Go with this one. 9k power versus that 11k power. This battle could actually go either way. Yeah, the torpedo barrage didn't actually deal that much damage. There is actually an item that reduces the damage of torpedoes. I do like to stick it on for PvP sometimes because PvP gets so torpedo heavy. I think that artillery barrage isn't great for PvP because they're good at ah, jeez, the skies are flooded with planes. My main fleet just took my vanguard took an absolute beating from that. My main fleet's fine and looks like they're about to lose this. So hey, that was a pretty decent fight overall too. Perfect, there we go. I've done half of those here, and I'm going to actually cut this episode and do the rest on here. The rest off screen, because this has really been a dull overall episode for everyone involved. I actually get some more merit for rising in the ranks. Well, as I said, this is I'm going to cut this here. If you did like it, leave a like. And if you really liked it, subscribe and hit that bell. Follow my socials, Reese Using Dragon, signing off.